What's up, guys? I'm Josh Mosman. Welcome to This Week in MXA, episode number 197, presented by O'Neill Racing. Thank you guys for tuning in. While most of the riders are on vacation right now, taking their first week of the off-season, there's 3 riders and 2 teams that are gearing up for the motocross designations over in the UK. And those guys are working on non-stop overtime, trying to get ready for the Matterley Basin motocross designations. Eli Tomac took the call and he called back Team USA on Monday morning, said, yes, I'll do it. I'll race the 450 class and represent for motocross designations. Aaron Plessinger, obviously, he was already planning and ready to go over there. KTM was already planning and ready to send his bike over there. So not too much of a rush for Aaron and the KTM boys, but it is a huge rush for the Star Racing Yamaha team. Not only did they opt in Cooper Webb for the 250 class last week, then they opted in Eli Tomac Monday morning after Las Vegas. Heartbreaking issue for Chase Sexton to go down. Racing incident, definitely a bummer for him and Barsha both to be involved with that. It looks like he has an injured shoulder, injured hand, and even his head got hit a little bit. So Chase, unfortunately, is missing the motocross designations. Kind of a tough end to the SMX finale for him. But all things considered, Team USA has a great shot still, even without our star rider, because our second tier rider, Eli Tomac, is right there, and everybody's excited to see him race next weekend. So what kind of logistics are going into this? I talked to some insiders, a part of the Team USA program, and it is just insane. It's hard to fathom exactly how difficult it is to get both Yamahas over to the UK just in time for this race. Cooper Webb, he rode just a couple laps on the 250 before Las Vegas. Now he's been on the 250 for about 2 days. Eli Tomac, they had to put his bike together, so they got 3 different crates full of bikes, parts, everything they need to go race in the UK. They drove them from the Star Racing Yamaha facility in Cairo, Georgia, up to Atlanta, where they're going to ship them out. Makes it even harder. They have a hurricane going through the East Coast right now. So living in California, no hurricanes here. We just got Glen Helen and some track prep going on behind us. But hurricanes on the East Coast are slowing down the shipment to the UK. Challenges there, also challenges with how much it costs to ship bikes. Originally, they were getting quotes for just under 100 grand. Now they're down to hopefully under 50 grand to get these 3 crates over there. But because they're trying to guarantee they make it in time and make it through customs quickly, they're just going the extra mile to try to get these bikes over there. So extremely tough. Eli Tomac, Cooper Webb, and their mechanics all had vacations scheduled. They had to cancel those vacations to go back to work to get ready to race the motocross designations. Also, it's not so easy that you just take your US bike and ship it overseas. You also have to change mapping because the FIM has different fuel requirements. They also have different sound requirements. So there are some mapping and engine differences that go into this. Eli Tomac's not going to be able to ride the same engine that he raced at Ironman. Luckily though, Star Racing Yamaha, they do the engines for the factory Yamaha team in Europe. So they do know exactly what they need for fuel, for mapping, and so forth. But there's a lot of logistics that go into this. If you want to support Team USA, there's still Team USA merchandise and also all kinds of cool jerseys that are auctioned on the Raise It for USA website to help raise some funds for these guys to go race over there. There's not a lot of money set aside for these guys to go do that. It's a little bit hard to comprehend as fans, but there are huge expenses, like I mentioned, with shipping, especially being last minute to get these bikes over there. So Star Racing Yamaha, it looked a little bit like a bummer that they weren't going and Hayden Deegan wasn't going, but now we have to give it to the Yamaha crew. They are working overtime to get 2 riders over there, and it's time for us to rally behind Team USA. Proud of Aaron Plessinger, Cooper Webb, and Eli Tomac for answering the call and headed over to the UK. It's crazy the logistics that are going into this. And other news just announced is the 2025 Monster Energy Supercross schedule. Pretty interesting this year. There's no Northern California around, which is kind of heartbreaking for me. I grew up in Sebastopol, an hour north of San Francisco. I always go to Oakland and San Francisco Supercross. Not on the list this year, so that's a heartbreaker. Also not on the list this year is the Nashville Supercross. So won't be going there, and they also won't be going to St. Louis either. East Rutherford is on on the schedule. Also, Foxborough is on the schedule as well. So East Rutherford and Foxborough, usually they oscillate going back and forth between the years. Now they're both on the schedule for 2025. Tampa Supercross is also on the schedule, and they're adding the Pittsburgh Supercross for the first time since 1983. So a little bit of a switch up for 2025. The season is also starting on the second weekend of the year, which is new for Supercross. Anaheim 1 is usually the first weekend of the year. This time it's the second weekend of the year. So interesting stuff. Looking forward to the 2025 season. Let us know in the comments what you're most excited about or what you're most bummed about the new dates for 2025 Supercross. Also, we just posted our first episode of the Junior Motocross Designations. It's the Junior World Championships, and we had Team USA over there representing in the 65, 85, and 125 classes. And we also had the boys from CamWorks over there following the series. So our first episode just dropped this week. Be sure to check that out on our YouTube channel and our website, Team USA versus the World. Now we're talking about the Junior World Championships. This is something that I've done 3 times in the past. I've been to the race 4 times, and I actually helped Team USA win in 2010 in France with Joey Savacci and Jake Panahenko. So awesome experience over there racing the Junior Motocross Designations, and we just posted our first episode of that series. So be sure to check that out. We'll have another episode coming from the Netherlands and also upcoming episodes from Loretta Lynn's, following the same riders who are racing for Team USA in the Netherlands to Loretta Lynn's and following them through that. So stay tuned, motocrossactionmag.com. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, we just posted our 2025 450 Shootout video on our website and our YouTube channel. If you haven't seen that yet, you're missing out. We had a ton of fun with it. Even if you're not interested in buying a new bike, it's our job to educate people and hopefully make it entertaining to watch at the same time. So we had a lot of fun mixing in some fun ads in there. Bob's Cooler Co. had a little Monty Python reference in there. So Trevor Nelson got artistic behind the camera, and we had a lot of fun getting crazy on the track. Connor Stiers was almost looping out and crashing and throwing knack-knacks off the hip jump. So at the end of the day, everybody has their own favorite bike, but it's our job to give you guys the straight shot of what it's like to test all 7 bikes back to back. So we're also getting ready for our 250 Shootout. So if you guys have any funny movie references that you want Trevor to mix into the next video for our 250 Shootout, let us know in the comments below, because we definitely will check it out. In other news, MXA, we are extremely busy and we got a lot of stuff going on. Right now, today we're testing the 2025 YZ250F. We got a lot of guys spinning laps on that thing. So that video will be coming out next week with our impressions on the new YZ250F and the updates they made. Next week, we're going to Washougal for the 2025 KX250 launch with Kawasaki. We're excited for that one. If you guys have any questions about that bike, let us know. Also coming up, 250 Honda CRF 250 Works Edition model. First time getting to ride that bike with the hydraulic clutch on a 250 for Honda. That'll be pretty cool. That's coming up soon. We're also getting ready for the Triumph 450 launch. That's coming up soon. The 2025, the 24-hour of Glen Helen. Trevor Nelson's going to do that again. Last year, we had to convince him to do it. This year, he's convincing us that he's going to do it, and we're going to stay up all night with him. So that's going to be pretty wild. Looking forward to that. Also, World Vet's coming up. We're sending Josh Fout to the GNCC with Yamaha. So lots of stuff in the coming weeks. Subscribe to Motocross Action Mag on our YouTube channel. Check out our website, motocrossactionmag.com, and follow us on Instagram at Motocross Action Mag. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.